We're fully community-based. Our mission is to combat poverty through expanded transportation options for those, for those overlooked, systematically overlooked. Our whole mission, everything we do goes back to that. And so now with our prison shuttles, COVID, that shut that down, but we're bringing it back for Mother's Day. And so we're going to do a nice Mother's Day push behind that. We're going to get right back on that. It's allowed us to expand in the delivery options now. COVID open that opportunity. So we actually work with one of the biggest hospitals in the area, and we transport food for individuals who have different medical conditions that require special diets. So we transport food for them. We also transport medicine for them when they have like a doctor or a representative that rides with us and they go give it out. So we're helping in that space. We're working with one of the biggest colleges, RPI, and Housing Authority at this point, and we're doing our food shuttle for the food insecure areas. And ultimately we're getting the county to offset the expenses, and I'm trying to actually now dive into the actual grocery markets and see if they will actually pay for the riders to come on a weekly basis. So now hopefully making this whole service absolutely free for the riders, but now they're able to get healthy food options and more affordable food options. Because you go to the corner store, you buy 6 items, it's $13. Those same items, you go to your grocery store, $7. So, like really trying to help in that space. And then our Driven to Work program, which is our catalyst at this point. We work with the biggest FedEx, UPS. We've done stuff for Great Escape, Starbucks. I mean, we could go down the list of the agencies we worked with, as well as the municipalities in the area. We do a summer youth transportation. We just got Albany County involved with that. We got a huge announcement coming with the airport soon. I can't even really say it yet, but it's big. It's big, okay. And so, we're dedicated, man. We double down into to our mission. Everyone here has set their intentions. We know exactly what we want to do. We know exactly where we are. We know what we represent, and we know who we represent for. And so, we're locked in right now.
How do you manage all these different customers in all these different spaces? Because you're doing, a lot of, typically you deal with one type of customer.
Right.
You have a lot of different types of customers. You got schools, you got this, you got airports, they're all over the place.
Right.
Like, who is keeping track of all of those different customer needs, because they all have a different set of needs?
It's a group effort. And, so one thing, every Friday, everyone on my team, we do a training day. And so like those on the team who are involved in customer service, they get beat in the head with different customer service trainings. The goal is Karen, our office, she actually won a customer service award. The general concept for us is she's usually the first person that a customer gets in touch with. So right from the jip, she's delivering great customer service, timely with her responses, cheerful on the phone. Right. We talk with a smile over here. And then from there, though, every single person they touch should be a reflection of great customer service. So then the drivers on the team understand that they need to be timely because this individual has somewhere they need to go. We're a contracted obligation to be there at a set time. And so then they understand customer service. So it's a team effort. Our leadership team has been, my secret sauce. You can't scale and grow without a great team. And I've been fortunate enough to really been able to identify some good people who want to grow and get better. And, I invest in my team. So I invest in them, what their goals are inside of work, but I also invest in their goals and what they want outside of work. And I find that in doing so, I get even more of a buy-in because they know I really care about them. And so then they start to really care about me and my business the same way. And then it becomes a we. And that's all I'm usually saying is we, because I realize none of this happens without a team.
Right. Do you have like a sales team, like people who are going out constantly looking for different sales opportunities?
Yep. So we got sales team. We have our fleet manager. We have our COO. We have our office assistant. And then we have our dispatch. So those are like the 5 pillars of the leadership on this side. GB Logistics has a leadership team too. We have our fleet manager, we have our dispatcher, we have our general manager, and we have our trainer, and we have our if I didn't say fleet manager. So,
Okay.
and so, you know, we have an organizational chart. Everyone understands where they are. Oh, we got HR person too who covers both. But, and so ultimately I just really work with my leadership team. I've set my intention this year. I used to mentor a lot of people, on Fridays, but I don't do that anymore. Now I dedicate that team to my leadership team. So I could work with them, mentor them, be in that space with them. My whole goal is I want them to be the best versions of them inside and outside of work. And then I know in doing so, when they're here, they're rock stars.
Got you. Now, GB Logistics, that's through Amazon, right? DSP program.
Yep.
Does that business ever really intersect with Tech Valley Shuttle? Is it kind of like a separate thing?
Totally separate. I keep them totally separate. Two different worlds. The one thing that's the same though is we're charitable in that space too. Like, you know, on Sundays we do, not every Sunday, but like next Sunday we're doing a charitable event for the Boys and Girls Club. We were doing something for the Greater Food of the Capital Region last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago. So we're constantly giving back in that space too. That's one thing I think is gonna always be a reflection of anything that I touch is the give back.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's totally different entity, totally different leadership teams, totally different staff. Over there, in total, we have, in our peak season, we were up to 86 different people on my team over there.
Okay.
Over here, our max, I think, has been 20 people. So, you know, it's definitely a lot larger. Over there, we have 24 trucks. I have, I want to say 16 small box trucks, 16 footers, and then the rest are 26-foot box trucks. So, you know, that space is just bigger in everything we do. But which has allowed me to become a better leader, as well as what I tell people all the time is it's a paid internship in a lot of ways. I get the opportunity to get paid to get into the logistics field, to learn how to manage larger teams. So, you know, everything I always look at as an opportunity, and that just became a great opportunity, which helped me to continue to grow vertically in the transportation space, because being a master of the field, I want to learn every aspect of transportation.
Yeah, can you just explain like just kind of like what the DSP program is for
Definitely.
people who just want to, you know, are interested in it through Amazon?
And it's something I recommend to people all the time. So basically it's called a delivery service partnership, and you have to be accepted, but they have it also FedEx does it. You could buy routes through FedEx, do the same thing, but basically it's a last mile delivery service, meaning we are the last point of transfer for items. And so it might have came over on a bus, it might have got airlift, and it might have got put to a distribution center, but once it gets to us, we're the last mile to get it to the final destination.
Okay.
Very smooth service, and something that I definitely recommend to people. It definitely gives you the opportunity to really grow into a leader. And that's what I really enjoy from it the most, is growing into a better leader, which has been a great saving grace in Tech Valley as well, because the better leader I am overall, I just bring so much more to the table for my teams.
And you said you've been doing that for a year now?
2 years.
2 years? Yeah. And you said you've grown to how big?
20, I think it's 24 vehicles and 86 people at one time on the team.
Yeah. What's the biggest challenge working with Amazon?
The biggest challenge, just being transparent, is I gotta listen to somebody. You know what I mean? Like
right.
That's legit.
Right. You gotta report to somebody.
I gotta report to someone.
Yeah.
And, you know, in Tech Valley, I don't gotta ask, yo, I want to start a new service. Yeah, we could start it. And, you know, we dive in. Amazon not like they're gonna say, hey, you know, deliver these new packages. You know what I mean? Like I can't just build that. And so that's also been humbling, and it's also been it's also allowed me to learn to accept that. Like, you know, I can't control everything. You know, and I'm learning to let go, and what they say, let go and let God. That's what they used to say locked up.
Right.
Like I'm learning now. I've learned how to let go, because at first it was a challenge for me. Like if I'm one of those people, like if something's not right, if in And if I feel you did someone on my team wrong or something like that, like I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for my team. And, you know, not being able to control certain situations, that was the hardest part. But I've learned that, you know, at the end of the day, I have a contractual obligation that I said I was gonna do, and that's what we're gonna do.